Here's a quick little gear dump that I probably should talk about because it explains it a little bit better. The bow, which I just checked out, tightened all the loose screws on it, I've waxed the string. Basically just a big bow check to make sure everything's sweet there. It's shooting, one of those. I got arrows being sent to Rome ahead of my arrival, so I'm pretty good for arrows. I'm still taking a few there. I've got an old, well, not that old, couple of seasons old, one-man tent there I think it's by King's. Yeah, it's just a tent that I had here in the US, so that worked out all right. I got a little bit of self-filming gear and some spare batteries. I've got my usual binoculars and bino harness from back in Australia. I got a Montana Knife Company, nice little knife, great size for fellow deer actually. Let me pop this bitch open. Perfect for cut, pretty good. Actually, I need to clean that, sorry. Knife sharpener, which I also used to use for broadheads, but the guys at Terra Firma have sent me out their new broadhead sharpener, so that's sweet. That's a single bevel broadhead sharpener by Terra Firma. A little bit of a sales pitch there. I obviously dropped it at some point. Anyway, whatever. My binos are the rangefinder binos, so I don't carry a rangefinder. I've got Bloodline Gear's full merino sleeping bag liner, which is sweet. That's the new sleeping bag that I bought the other week that I got really excited about because I'm simple like that. A insulated air mattress to camp on. So basically that's the whole camp setup. Then I got the MSR. I don't even know what brand that, like, oh, there we go, wind burner. I usually use the MSR reactor, which I much prefer, but this is, I don't know, it works pretty good. I got the whole line of thick clothing, so some warm weather gear, some cold weather gear, including gloves, and it's all pretty compact. I won't carry that out in the field every day. I'll hike it into where I'm going to be camping on the mountain, and then obviously I just wear what I'm gonna, and if the weather looks bad, I take the rain gear in my backpack. I usually take a spare pair of socks because I'm pretty good at stepping in super deep puddles and getting wet boots. For the day, and it's all really quiet clothing, obviously besides the rain gear, which I still believe is pretty quiet considering it's rain gear, but all really nice and quiet clothing. And the reason behind that is I'm in thick brush most of the time, and that's the reason behind me shooting the bow at like 8 yards and 10 yards and 12 yards and stuff like that. I imagine most shots are going to be pretty close range where I'm going. I got a first aid kit, which I do still need to add to. That is definitely not what I would call a full first aid kit. There's a couple of little things there that aren't even to do with first aid. Water filter tablets, but I definitely need to add to that kit. So yeah, don't get me wrong about that. I've got some Atlas Wild products just to keep me pumping throughout the day. My usual release aid. In this first aid kit, I put a bit of survival kit as well. So I have a flint to start a fire. I'll have a spare release aid in there to continue hunting if I fuck that release aid, because I have had a bad run with release aids. Solar panel charger. I do have a battery pack in there as well, so I can charge the battery pack up during the day and then take it out the following day if I need to. I got a few different calls there. That's in there for red deer back at home. I can take that out of that kit. I'll call fallow deering with that, with the right pitch for sure. I got my coffee. I got my cup, coffee. I got some wet ones for, you can use your imagination. Toothpaste and toothbrush, because I still want to look like Cameron Haynes when I'm in my 50s. And that's all you have to do. You just got to brush your teeth regularly and you can be as fit and healthy as Cameron Haynes. So that's just a little pointer for you guys. Steri pen for treating some water. Nice little light, backcountry light. A belt because I've been shredding weight like a, yep, I'm not going to swear on the video again. That there is my digiscoping stuff. A nice little light. It's a solar light. I just leave that in camp. It's just a bit easier to get around camp. Spoon, some meals. Obviously, I'm going to add a little bit more to that. It's a foreign country to me, so I don't know if there's berries and birds that I can shoot and stuff like that. So I will take in enough gear or do the research to see what I can kill. My big camera,